Hello gamers, welcome. Hello. Sorry about being late. What was that? Something just disconnected. Alright, whatever. Oh man, I'm so tired. Oh, I did not get enough sleep last night. Oh man. Can't believe because I'm on schedule. So true, in fact, so true. Hello team, hello Jofu, hello Joe, hello Kura, hello. Wait, no one else said anything. Hello. Alright, hello lurkers if you're here. How many hours? Like, maybe 4 or 5. I forgot to do my dailies and I went to do them and I'm like, this is not good for health. I should not be wasting my time doing this stuff. Alright. Time till I wake up at like somewhere between 7 and 8. That's when I wake up, 7. Between 7 and 8. Stop being chained down by a gotcha daily. That's what I'm saying. I should just stop. What's the point, man? Gotcha's all the same. That's how they get you or whatever. Alright, gaming. I've become so free once you break the cycle. It's so true. Alright, we're about to be found guilty, right? They're going to believe Gregson if they declare their decision now. You're really gonna be found guilty? I don't produce some definite evidence right now, then we're gonna lose. There's some proof that Gray didn't kill Mr. Windy Bank or stole those government secrets. The jury is about to vote for guilty verdict. Or some evidence to force Gregson into admitting that he struck a deal with the witness. Oh, I didn't see the new art. Let me check. Who put the tongue emoji? That was you, Joe? You tongue emoji your own drawing? I do like it a lot though. Oh, thank you as well. So Chinese. Well, didn't count so. I think it's time I impose on the jurors to declare final decisions, no? That is unless you have some compelling evidence that you have thus far not presented to the court. If I let the judge call on the jurors and announce their leanings, Gino will be found guilty. There's no choice there, no? You have to throw some more evidence at them. This is it now. It all comes down to this. Who do I present evidence against? Grayson or Gregson? I don't even know what evidence do I have at all. Definitely not the armband. Half flap man. Small music box. Third bullet. No. Chom's pouch. That doesn't help us. Music box. Music box. This is the first one. We don't have the second one. Hit them with the evidence, the armband. I don't know. I don't think we have the second disc, do we? Yeah, we don't have it in our evidence. I don't know who has it, but we don't have it. Well, it doesn't make sense. Stereoscope. I don't see how that can help us. We found the second one, but we can't use it. Oh, Luis, welcome. Because we don't have it in our core evidence. Autopsy. I don't know. There's no third gun. I don't know how they have the third gun. How is he gonna explain the third gun? Well, it doesn't appear in the evidence, and they never found one, right? Very similar to. Ours is Doraemon's stuff. Do you think he was murdered, maybe? Do you think McGill was murdered by the police force? I don't know. I don't know if they would murder him though, like that. Who murdered McGill? Someone did, right? But who? Trina's representation papers. I don't think we can leave it to the jury. I think that might be bad. Who do I present against? The government secret. Oh no, I wasn't playing with the pen. I've got magnets. I've got some magnets I'm filling with. If I was in a scene or a clown or a posse, I would be like, how do they work? Yeah, Jofu, you know what I'm talking about it. I guess we could present the music box against Gregson to see what the second box really is. Cause we don't know what the thing is, right? Brother Gregson, there is one found piece of evidence I would like you to see. Oh, what's that then? If you refuse to acknowledge the fact that you did strike or deal with the witness today, then you have no choice but to examine this piece of evidence thoroughly. It must be the music box, right? It's my last chance to force his hand here. One final piece of evidence that would admit that he clearly struggled with breathing.
Take that!
Alright, let's listen to this. I dropped my magnet. I don't know if NC compost is still a thing. Maybe not. Where'd it go? Sound Mr. McGill's peculiar music box console. Alright, so the disc are in place ready to play. Perhaps now should be a good time to listen to the sound produced by a music box again. Oh, this time. With the second disc we've discovered sound in the place as well. Goodness, this is console.
Hold it!
No wait, I can't let you do that. Why not? Cause well, it's got nothing to do with this piece. That's why.
Objection!
Oh, we found it. Oh, we finally got the pursuit theme again. True Inspector. Okay. As is already proposed, that the sounds heard by the court earlier from the music box are part of a Morse code message. You know that Morse code comprised of two distinct tones. So the first place of the second disc is the second tone needed to complete the message. Now I have a chance to confirm that theory. Crying out loud, Sunshine. We're talking about state secrets here. Well, if you go letting the whole courtroom hear confidential information like that, it's treason. That you do admit the charge. In order to protect that state secrets, you engage in unlawful dealings with the witness. You're mad. Let that secret information out in the public domain. You'll be making an enemy out of the entire British government, you idiot.
Objection!
Let's not forget, Inspector, that you, a Scotland Yard officer, leaked confidential case details to a witness. That you continue to lie in court, and all because of fair means or foul, you're determined to do your duty. Well, about fair means or foul, I'm prepared to do mine. Damn. Don't you dare. I will stop at nothing to protect my client. I don't care who the enemy I make of. Damn, he's just drinking. I just placed auto, that would be crazy. Lord, if you please. Lord must hear the sound made by that music box. Come on, Benedict, for Pete's sake, stop them.
Objection!
Wow, he abducted him. And he brought his foot down. Inspector, you should know my methods by now. I'm a prosecutor. I'm no Scotland Yard puppet. In this courtroom, my duty is to the law. So let me propose a toast of covering the truth by fair means or foul. Damn, he's on our side. Very well, the defense's stance here is that the prosecution has been made very clear, I feel. I wasn't very loud. If I record the defense's request, court now listen to the music box set in operation once more. This time, when the second disc in place, and both discs playing simultaneously. Kind of goes hard. It's unmistakable, Mal. It's Morse code. Yeah, duh. Hold it. Alright, admit it. Whatever you want. For the love of God. Shut that blooming box up. I found my other magnet. It was stuck to my phone. I'm gonna ask you again then, Inspector Gregson. Did you or did you not strike a deal with the witness nephew at the stand, Mr. Ashley Graydon? I don't understand the theory of why he was helping him though. Cause if it was leaking government secrets, why him helping him not be arrested? I don't get it. Where's the magnets your electronics? They're always scary with the CRTs and hard drives. Ah, but I've only got SSDs. Do they work on SSDs? Specifically, did you furnish the witness with confidential case details in exchange for the music box disc? Did you reveal the existence of the people in the pawnbroker storeroom, Inspector? I did. Stop, what are you doing, man? It's all exactly like the young Eastern lawyer said. When the trial resumed after recess, we were stood here together in the stand. And that's when he approached me with the deal. Shut up, you imbecile. Shut up! You there. You're the detective that turned up at the pawnbroker the other day, aren't you? I have something you're looking for, Inspector, with me in this very moment. How about you a trade? I suggest you accept, or information that makes certain individuals uncomfortable. It's very soon become public indeed. Couldn't let that information become public knowledge, not under any circumstances. So accepted the man's proposal and told him details about the case that should have put him in the clear. People in the storm door and the bloodstains on the overcoat. Given false testimony, the witness intended to have the defendant wrongly accused of murder. Inspector, you knew that. You still reveal those details to facilitate the witness's perjury. I did. Then it turned out that people only had been made that night after the incident took place. Scholar wasn't aware of that, if I'm perfectly honest. Well then, Mr. Graydon, what do you have to see for yourself? There's nothing no one left for you to hide behind. Struck a deal with the inspector in order to escape conviction of a very serious crime. Namely this. You're the third intruder who broke into the pawnbroker on the night in question. Are you perpetrated the murder of the proprietor, Mr. Pop Windbank? You. You traitor! Oh my god. Choking him out with the stick. Oh my god, he's got a hostage. Earlier, restrain that man. At once. What if there was a judge themed VTuber instead of mods? Is it bailiff? Bailiff, get them? That's it then. It's all over. But if it removes our third eye, despite my life growing up, the slums were vile places. I was cursed from birth, born into poverty, the son of a penniless artisan. Parents did nothing but quarrel all day long. The little money they had was never spent on me. No, they never translated the Morse code. We're just assuming that it was state secrets. Still about studying to better myself. One day escape that hellhole. I eventually became a communications officer. I admired their determination. Then I tried to sell government secrets. Why? Isn't it obvious? Because I wanted money. Even now, years later, the nightmares of my life and the songs wake me in the small hours. I wanted to drown them out with more money than anyone who lived in that squalor could ever imagine. And one day I met him. Mr. Magnus McGilligan. You're a fiend with clear talent, so you are. I might throw your way if you're interested. All you need to do is go along with me little plan now. Seal the mysterious holographic message logs, and the McGill would buy them for a handsome sum. I was responsible for the inspection of the Ministry Communications Office. It was a simple enough task. The lure of the devil's offerings, how easy it is to succumb. But you must really have realized the seriousness of the crime you were committing. For that reason, I took great lengths to ensure my actions were untraceable. I was in the music box. This is how I clip on my nails are. I like fidgeting with stuff. Father was a brickmaster. So my mother divorced him when I was still a child. It's Mr. Mason Milverton. He was very skilled with his hands. He once had been a music box maker's apprentice. I imagine his skills would be sufficient enough to generate a machine that could generate Morse code. To sell my father out again to employ his services. It's the first time I see him since I left some 10 years earlier. Look at you, Ashley. What a fine gent you've become, eh? He was a different man to the one in my memory. A thin, frail old man. Poverty had never broken him, never corrupted him like it had me. I was sure that he wouldn't help me if I told him the real reason. So I made up a story. I have some work for you, Father. I need some music boxes made. Music boxes, eh? A musician friend of mine has written some music he wants to sell to the public. I brought the score with me. There are two, actually. I'll be delighted, son. It's been 20 years since I did any work like this, though. Fetch my tools, would you? They're in the loft. Gavin lied to his own dad. That's how I had to make the 2 discs. Everybody's putting the information in too. You're taking considerable cautions indeed. It is to protect myself as much as anything. I thought I could deal with Miguel in 2 separate transactions. First involved the first of the 2 discs in the music box for playing them. I exchanged them with Miguel for 10 guineas. Now the receipt of the second disc, he'll pay 1,000 guineas. So, what happened on the omnibus 2 months ago was the second part of the deal. The change of the second disc. Yes. I saw the man information a number of times before. Seems like he'd become reluctant to part with his money. That doesn't quite make sense, Mr. Green. For why was he on the omnibus 2 months ago? Your father, Mr. Milverton, was the one dealing with Mr. McGill and not yourself. I received the first 1,000 guineas after my first complete dealing with McGilden. I decided to give 200 to my father for his troubles. My father realized something was amiss. In time it worked out that must be involved in something dubious. And when he did, he said to me, "Such an exchange, you let your old man do it, understand? Otherwise, I won't take your money anymore." That was my father's way of dealing with it, I suppose. Climb into the omnibus, hand over the second disc, and take the money from McGill. That's it. We had no idea what was actually on the disc I asked him to make. He never knew. Just like I'll never know why everything went so horribly wrong that night. All I know is that the disc was taken from him. He never returned home. The most boring music discover, yeah, it makes 2 notes. Some of them when I found out what sort of monster McGill really was. So after 10 years of not once uttering it, I swore on my father's name. Exact revenge. So did you kill McGilden? Revenge? Anyone with even the most remote knowledge of the man will no doubt be able to imagine. Gil brought all his wealth and influence to bear in the most despicable of ways. Questioning semblance of justice in his trial. But he's like good riddance, that guy sucked. As he was tampered with, evidence fixed the witnessing a bribe. Trial from 2 months ago, the farce from start to finish. I feel I barely touched British soil back then. I walked into the hornet's nest, completely unaware of the sinister background to it all. I made plenty of money with my deals with McGill by then. Since very nothing in my arrangements 2 months ago, I knew exactly who to hire. If you're willing to pay the price, there are people in the city willing to do anything you ask. God himself has shown me that. Are you saying that? I think you have the picture now. After you twisted everything in his favor in the quorum to ensure that you walked free, I took matters into my own hands and delivered the justice that monsters deserved. Tragic accident following the file here 2 months ago was planned and executed by yours truly. Gil's death that day was caused by this man. Oh, this guy might have locked him in there, this bailiff. He left and went tied inside the whatchamacallit omnibus. So a policeman would tell McGill he could examine the omnibus again. That's right, an imposter hired by me. It's us, man. Bill uses well to manipulate the trial. We paid people to adulterate the omnibus with all matters of false evidence. Threatened witnesses to lie in their testimony. So gave the man a taste of his own medicine. Once the omnibus is doused in paraffin, that's candle wax if you didn't know. One by sham policeman ushered McGill inside and sent him on a one-way journey to hell. An eye for an eye. That's how I avenged my father's death. Spine-chilling count indeed. That wasn't the end of it for me. There was a loose end, you see. Could I just see something? What happened to that weird clown guy? You know what I'm talking about? The weird clown guy that was like roommate with the Gary Dub's apartment. He was like a clown. I don't know what happened to that guy. I thought he would be somewhat important in the story, but he just disappeared. Was he not a clown? I thought he was a clown, or he was like a jack or something from a suit of cards. A loose end. Oh, I dropped my magnet again. I should think it's obvious. Second dick which my father had taken to the extreme with McGill. Oh yes. And there was no mention of it in the men's trial 2 months ago. Probably because they've been removed from the scene of the crime. I realized it was missing. I remember something. Something for the first time I've dealt with McGill. This is the first of 2 discs. In the music box you need to play them. Look at that now. What an ingenious little invention. So then, as promised, 10 guineas for you, young man. Oh, what's this? Wendy Bane's pawnbroker. It is a top pawnbroker sticker. Yes, so it is. You use it to redeem the article I've deposited there for you. There is no need to give a name. Just hand over the ticket and tell the fiend the watchword. Put a jewel in the pawn for you. I'll fetch a good 10 guineas if you sell it, so it will. Never heard of a pawnbroker used in that quite a way before. Have you not, Mr. Graydon? None of these pawnbrokers are very useful places, you know. Each one of them is a extremely secure vault. So I know that if you taken steps to hide the disc, it will be in the same pawnbroker somewhere. Oh, I'm drinking tea. Yeah, tea. And not tea killed my father. He must have entrusted a ticket to someone. Yes, to Gina. I remember now. That when I first mentioned Windy Banks that afternoon 2 days ago, I had a description of Mrs. Straw written down. How did you know who you were looking for? From the trial, a pickpocket's testimony was clearly peculiar. Anyone could see that. I realized immediately that she was another of McGilda's pawns, that he must have threatened her somehow. I was very convinced that it would be her who had the ticket. She started making some enquiries. I saw a decision that the girl would come out of the woodwork at the redemption deadline. And he was absolutely right. Yeah, sure enough she did. All I needed to do was to wait until the girl went to the Windy Banks to redeem the articles. Fortunately, she redeemed the one McGilda's overcoat and one disc that was in his pocket. Oh, Omni, thank you for the subscription. Thank you. Sorry, I'm creepy playing with the magnet. All important music box with the second disc inside was missing. Because it had already been forfeited 2 days earlier. But I was unaware of that fact. Had I not been, I could have just avoided my nighttime excursion. There are investigations into stolen government secrets was pressing. Looked up on the fact that McGilla was involved. Inspector? You've recovered so fast. He was being choked out, right? My orders were to recover the stolen information as quickly as possible. So we started gathering the fella's possessions and examining whatever we could lay our eyes on. Oh, Kura, thank you for joining membership. Thank you. Maybe I should stop playing with this stuff on my desk. We had a full-scale investigation to go on PR. We had to keep it as quiet as we could. But when the inspector took this from me in the pawnbroker that day, I became nervous. I was sure the music box in the second disc was still in the shop somewhere. But couldn't you have seen the music box? It was just out on display. So I know it was a race against time. You were the one who handed it over. You should know what it looked like, right? I don't find the articles before the police did. That's what prompted you to break into the place that same night. Both of your old friends, Skoken brothers. Happened that night in the pawnbroker, I can only describe as a nightmare. When Yurika was searching the counter, I located the music boxes with the McGilla on the date, on the shelves of forfeited articles. And second, this was inside. Yes, I slipped it into my pocket with a very deep sigh of relief. But then, something entirely unexpected happened. What are you doing in my shop? Bay! Got out in the shop and I felt a sharp pain in my left arm. The broker fired his gun and bullet pierced your limb. Yes, exactly. Unfortunately, I decided to bring my own gun with me that night, just in case. When I knew what was happening, I fired back. The man had already turned to flee. I didn't intend to fire in his direction, much as kill him. He's the third gun. Unfortunately for both of us, the bullet hit home. It struck him in the middle of his back as he fled through the storeroom door for refuge. Sorry, Tail. All took place in the blink of an eye. How fast did you shoot that revolver? I don't imagine National will even realize what had happened at first. I was terrified, so I fled. This guy must have been like Revolver Ocelot. He got shot and immediately shot back. That's the whole story. Everything that has happened at the Windy Banks on that wretched night. No one's got nothing to say. I already called McGilden a monster. Man will use his wealth and influence to distort the facts and escape justice for the crime of murder. What tragic irony, for what you have done is exactly the same. You've become the very monster you saw and despised so deeply in McGilden. Yes, I think I have. Oh, this has been a long, exhausting trial. However, it seems like we have a less spot at the truth. Sutter Gregson, well, Mr. Ashley Graydon. He's been trained, my lord, and is being escorted to the yard. He'll be charged with the murder of Mr. Windybank and with stealing the government secrets. What about the other guy? McGilden? Very good. And you, Inspector, regrettably, you will have to face charges yourself. Yes, my lord, of course. It transpires that you were complicit in helping a criminal escape justice. That fact remains, whether you were doing so in the line of duty. Crime is a serious one, Inspector, and inexcusable. To the defendant, Gina Lestrade. Yeah? It's time for the final adjudication. Is the jury ready, Mr. Foreman? Yes, sir. Gary Dev Squad is standing by, sir. This really it is now. Let's push the final call. The finishing whistle. A matter ready to deliver the final verdict. Thank you, Mr. Foreman. Very well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. You are now declared this final decision to the court.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Let's go. 6 not guilties. Hopefully, Gina doesn't die because of the curse of the Reaper. That's the stuff. I'm off the hook. Oh, finally, Bruno, you managed to do it. Finally is the word. I really wasn't sure if we'd come out on top for a while there. Susie was right. You're the best lawyer in the world. Just try. I'm not finished with you yet. What? What are you looking at me like that for? Before you start enjoying your freedom, there are certain other crimes to consider. Okay? 2 months ago in my courtroom, no less, you gave false testimony, did you not? In relation to the trial today, you did not... not only did you unlawfully enter the Windy Break Pawnbrokery, you also attempted to abscond with Mr. McGill's property, it seems. Eh? Never did nothing of the sort. Of course not. It's not like you were gleefully wearing McGill's coat in his cell yesterday or anything. And just when I was excited about throwing a party for Ginny this evening. Turn your attention to defense. Remembering that when played together, the music box and this containing message of Morse code was, well, it was certainly your most unexpected revelation, Counsel. Quite so, my lord. The prosecution was caught entirely off guard. In fact, I think we should applaud my learned friend's courage here today. I propose a toast to his Nipponese intelligence or something, whatever what you were saying. Commanding the government secrets be disseminated entire before the courtroom. Very sorry about that. It was the only way I could get Inspector Grayson to admit what he's done, so... If I may say something on that point... Isn't that, let me guess, just the Morse code girl? It's about the sounds produced by a music box before. You'll wonder if that really was Morse code at all. What are you saying, madam? Oh, it's just that I'm really fanatical about when it comes to Morse code, you see. So much so that the whole world seems to be covered in dots and dashes for me, in fact. Goodness, madam, an unhealthy level of obsession one feels. But I must say, in my opinion, the sounds produced by those 2 discs or nothing more than that. A meaningless series of 2 different tones. What? Can that really be? It wasn't Morse code after all. My lord, the vice would like to listen to the music box again. Are you out of your nut? What? Out of your nut. How many times I have to tell you? This contains minstrel secrets, sunshine. This courtroom is not an appropriate forum to discuss the nature of government communications. Well, McGilly conspired to trade national secrets with our enemies, secrets acquired from Mr. Graydon. Now that the man has submitted to this crime, we have no need to pursue the matter further. Oh, but it's really gonna bother me. Mrs. Rod. Yeah, my lord. That which you've been seeing today in this very courtroom has been extremely disturbing. falsified evidence, intimidation, perjury, a grim catalog of depravity. The probably experience to befall any child. Come on, ain't nothing I don't see most days in the back slums. I beg your pardon? Every week you pay for it. That's how life goes. Gina. Look, I reckon I worked something out today. World ain't fair, but if you want to change it, you gotta start at home. You gotta change how you are yourself. It's a very laudable lesson, I would say. I really look forward to the born-again Mrs. Straw never gracing my courtroom with her presence again. Now, with regard to the murder of Mr. Pop Windybank, the proprietor of the pawnbroker business on Baker Street, hereby declare the defendant, Gina Lestrade, yay, not guilty. The fireworks are so funny. Why is that also a firework? I thought that shoots smoke grenades. That's all. Court is adjourned. What? Why are we still in court? Is sure to drink with the Reaper of the Belly? Oh yeah, personal note, I must say you surprised me, my Far Eastern friend. Oh. Despite being in Nipponese, you saw through the pretense and we saw through the pretense to the malice that festered within that Englishman. At the same time, you saw through the grime to the surprising heart of your English client. Bro, why is he saying this stuff? Despite being a Nipponese is crazy. You have a curious talent for judging characters, especially considering you are very different cultures. How there's anything curious about it? How so, my Nipponese friend? Yeah, I'm not racist. I got a Nipponese friend, guys. Whether we're from Japan or the Empire of Great Britain, we're all human beings. We're not so different on the inside. You know, I thought this is the case for one very simple reason. Locks with you once again here in the courtroom. You did. Well, I first encountered you 2 months ago around me. Of toasting friendship and trust in other Nipponese, only to find my trust betrayed. Who are you? I hope to look into the eyes of the man I once knew and try to understand. What do you mean there's another Nipponese guy here? Backstory? Toxic Yaoi backstory? You mentioned something similar earlier today about total betrayal at the hands of the Japanese. What happened exactly? So toxic it made them racist. Well, you may ask. One day, when time comes, you will learn the answer, whether you like to or not. Why are you being so cryptic, man? Alright, I'll wait for the day if I must. I want to be known as a Reaper of the Bill, and my retirement from service 5 years ago. It is cause to wonder if our meeting has some deeper purpose. So farewell, my learned Nipponese fellow. Until we will meet again in the far eastern lands of the Old Bailey or whatever. "5:24 p.m. Wow, this court case went on for so long. It's done. It's over at last. In the battlefield they call a courtroom. But where's ours to speak to? Ah, congratulations, Gina. I knew it all along. I knew that you were innocent. Oh, you did what you said, Mr. Naro Odo. I believed in me right up into the end. Where is all your name? What's all about it? Told you I have faith in you, didn't I? No one ever has before, you see. You have to promise, I mean, properly. That's awful. Figured something out today. All my life growing up in the slums, I've never trusted no one. But that's just because I was scared of being stabbed in the back. I mean, the more you trust someone, the more it hurts when they let you down. Yes, I think I can understand that. After all, I had a taste of it in a trial 2 months ago. Supposed to trust someone and paid for it. Sure left a big scar. You know though, Gina, I worked out something quite out recently too. Trusting in someone else is really an exercise in learning to trust yourself. And when your gut tells you it's the right thing to do, and your trust is rewarded, there's no better feeling in the world. Gina the Chronic out to say bottle of water. I think you have I have you to leave for remind me of that valuable lesson. Oh well, if you say so. Don't make a fat lot of sense to me though. I'm trying to say that putting my faith in you, Gina, has been a real pleasure. Crying out loud, pack it in. I suppose I feel the same way. I mean, sometimes trusting someone else is, you know. Alright. Thanks. This is the way I see it, Runosuke. Kazuma. Fence lawyer is only as good as his faith in his client. Now it comes down to how much faith he has in himself. After this experience, I'm starting to feel like I understand what you mean, Kazuma. Am I living up to your expectations? I turned out to be the lawyer you believed I could be. Is she going to speak to us? Pardon the interruption. Wait, was he always there? Was Herlock always there? What the deuce does of a man have to do? We know it's around here about my dear fellow. Oh, that voice! It's too late for that voice now, Mr. Naruhodo. I was sitting here impatiently in the corner room for an eternity. Haha, yes, it was me all along, I still would have said when you finally noticed me. Are you people with your incessant blabbing? Mr. Sholmes. Ah yes, it was me all along, you see. I assume you've been taken back to the hospital, to be honest. Indeed I was, but I managed to escape again. Oh. I happened to be aware of one or two foibles doctor who was attending to me. I'm really made my knowledge of them known to them, and he's happily issued me a leave of absence. How very above board. Enough of my adventures. That was a fine victory, Mr. Naruhodo. Your tireless efforts just rewarded, I feel. Congratulations are in order. As a close friend, tip my hat to you. Oh, thanks. Some great detective you are. Great at being cold as ice, maybe. Have I hurt you in some way, Mr. Strahd? I've been having sewers in your knife south bad. Some of us in fire for our lives. Oh well, that bullet did cause me to leave a substantial amount of blood, that's true. So indeed I've been feeling somewhat cold. Not as cold as ice, but well, how I feel. Could you please take your necks off my hands off my neck, Mr. Sholmes? So I suppose congratulations are for you too, Mrs. Strahd. What's that supposed to mean? I saw half-hearted. Naturally, it's my intention to alarm you, but going in trial with that particular prosecutor is, well, a little precarious. Oh no, Mr. Sholmes, not alarming in the slightest. The Reaper of the Belly. Oh, the Ripper, you mean? Anyone who's found not guilty in trial he was working on winds up dead anyway, is that it? Very point I was trying to make. I was exemplified by the fate of Mr. McGood, in fact. But of course, I pay no attention to such irrational drivel myself. Oh well, it doesn't bother me. Oh really? Of course not. The way I see it, the Reaper's a bit like him upstairs. Him upstairs? You mean like God? Yeah, him upstairs knows what's what, right? He knows what people are like on the inside. He would have gotten on the wrong end of the stick. So Christianity exists in this world or something? Coves like that bog trotter were rotten to the core. At the end of the day, them upstairs make sure they got what they deserve. But that's one way of looking at it. Divine justice is one thing though, the Reaper taking matters into his own hand and claiming knowledge is another. Well, this is my Mr. McCullough's prize word, so I ain't scared. Friend you, which is to be admired, Mrs. Strahd. Boy, just give her a rest, alright? As I was saying, congratulations are in order. News of your quail was very welcome news to me indeed. I would express my heartfelt congratulations, Gina. There you are, Hurley. How long have you been here? Honestly, I went to the main entrance especially to meet you there. Iris, my dear, I do apologize. Wait until I tell you what happened. This Firemen are utter fool in themselves. What happened? As you know, I'm a penchant for disguise. I was hiding in this room dressed up as a bailiff. These souls had not noticed my presence at all. They had no idea. Could you imagine, Iris? Would you credit it? Not really sure, really. I beg your pardon. Sorry, really. You still have a weighty presence you seem to think you have. But you should all be careful with that. It's gonna land you in trouble one day. I'll be careful. Ouch. Oh, it's such a shame. I was hoping to throw a party for Ginny tonight, but you won't be able to come, will you? Don't look, I'll be going nowhere for a while. You're the judge's tired. I gotta make amends for something, apparently. All of them offenses. What was it again? Breaking and entering, taking the box trotter stuff. What was in the log? Blah blah blah. Yes, I think if I'm basically blaming my pickpocket is the main offense. Have any defense? It's a job, innit? I don't think so. So as me thinking all this, I should start looking for another line of work. However, you didn't start off as a lawyer, did you, Odo? Well, no. I was never a pickpocket. Anyway, I reckon I can make a change. I'm gonna do something for all of them, like a lot of me from the song. Something that'll make a difference for them. Whatever idea, Ginny. I'm sure you can do it. What is it? Nothing. Miss Gina Lestrade. Prison courage is arrived, ma'am. Come with me to the rear gate at once. Alright, well, looks like I'm off then. Yes, goodbye, Gina. And good luck. Odo? Yes? He's gonna shoot us. What's that for? I don't know, I mean... I don't know what to say, so... You shot me. Indeed. That situation calls for a phrase hitherto missing from vocabulary, Mrs. Strad. Okay? On occasions such as this, I recommend a simple thank you. Oh. Oh, this is good advice, Ginny. Ah, I see. Well. Thanks, Odo. She took off her hat. Thank you for everything you boy have done, for believing in me. Not at all. In fact, it should be my line. Thank you, Gina. Oh, there she goes. I wonder if I'll ever see her again. Why would you say something like that? Why would you say something so ominous? Oh well, quite the indomitable pig purse. I nearly forgot I brought the paper outside. It's a special edition and its trials all over the front page. Pickpockets innocent proven. Isn't it wonderful? Should have shown it to Gina, Iris. She would have been thrilled. Oh no, how silly of me. But anyway, would you like the good news or the bad news? Oh, not again. What do you say, Bruno Hurley? As usual, I think I'd rather get the bad news out of the way first. Absolutely not. I have no intention to listen to anything but good news. There have it. How people answer their questions is a lot about them, doesn't it? Let's not go there. Alright then. Maybe let's start with the good news this time. The rain finally stopped. It was a record level of rainfall apparently. That is good news indeed. We can journey back in greater comfort. Alright then, what's the bad news? She told us that the sea is very choppy. China has been particularly awful, so sailings out of Dover have been delayed by a day or more. Wait. Dover? As in the White Cliffs? That's fine, if we really head to the station. We might still make it time to wave Susie off. But, there won't be a train, surely. We can't be that lucky. Who do you think I am, Mr. Naruhodo? Mr. Sholmes? I rushed to Victoria Station earlier and made special arrangements for a special express. It's the Hong Kong Star Rail. Very now, we shall be in time for dinner. I know the fine restaurant that serves the most delicious baked sole. I don't. The great detective does it again. He does. I'm going to be aware of a number of rail transport directed foibles. What? I merely made my knowledge of them known to the man. He haven't laid on the locomotive. Elementary. Is he blackmailing people? He's just been blackmailing everyone? It's just an idea, but it might be wise to stop manipulating people that way. What are we waiting for then? London, Victoria. Wow. 5:32 AM. Poor of Dover Quayside. Took somewhat longer than I anticipated. She must be about to leave now. Mr. Sato, where are you? Over there, look! Looks like she's reading something.
Hold it!
Mr. Sato, wait, what are you doing? She's about to eat the book into the ocean. Mr. Naruhodo, what are you doing here? Came as soon as we could after the trial, I mean. I heard that the sailings were being delayed due to the bad weather, you see. Oh, I see. And tell me, how did Gina's trial go? Oh, well. She was acquitted. It's wonderful, really wonderful news. book you were about to throw into the sea. It was your Encyclopedia of British Law, wasn't it? Oh dear, I was hoping you hadn't seen that. I'm not worthy of practicing law in any way now. So I was saying my final farewell. Saying goodbye to law. You, Susato-san. A big curtain filming. It's because of the people, Mr. Sato. I deliberately altered the scene in the crime, then I tried to hide the fact. What I did was utterly unforgivable. That reminds me. How did you even come to have this, Susie? On the evening of the incident, Mr. Sholmes had invited Gina to dinner, if you remember. Oh yes, we had a wonderful time. Oh, Gina gave us a little introductory lesson, didn't she? Oh, your pickpocket, I mean. So you stole that from Iris? Oh, that was so much fun. I still ruined the armband. Let's please don't do that again, Iris. The band's very important to me. If it's so important, you should pay more attention to it. You didn't know it for ages. I know him. I decided it would be fun to see if I could take the cap flap on that, so I put it up my sleeve. Really? I forgot about it until I found myself in Mr. Windybank's shop later that night. I see. And then... Mr. Sholmes, leave me, Mr. Naruhodo. Alright, and she went to tend to Mr. Sholmes. After Mr. Naruhodo left the shop, I started to think that Dora started to play on my mind. Sorghum door, you mean? Yes, if Gina was anywhere in the shop, I realized she'd go and be behind that door. And at that moment, the little device I had in my sleeve sprang to mind. I'm so worried about Gina, I simply had to know. And so we used the cap flap mat to make a peephole in the door. Captured the photographic print in the shop by one of Hurley's red-handed recorders. Indeed, it was the first of importance at that point. Since the one of people was made, affirmation proved to be Mr. Naruhodo's greatest weapon. Though naturally without proof, it would have amounted to nothing. When I looked at the hole in the door, the sight met my eyes that made my blood run cold. Thoughts started to run through my mind. I remembered the trial 2 months earlier, about Magnus McGillney. I thought about how he manipulated the evidence and arranged false testimony to secure his freedom. It made the justice system feel very dark and sinister to me. A terrible thought occurred to me. What if some wicked criminal was planning to do the same thing now? Because from the appearance of the crime scene, it looked exactly though Gina shot Mr. Windybank. Given that I was sure she would have never done such a thing. You were worried about the true culprit that would try to frame her for the crime. That's right. But then I realized... it was very difficult for anyone to give false testimony in this case. What do you mean? Well, a crime appeared to have happened behind the door of a locked room. No one to falsely claim to have witnessed it. There would have been a way to see beyond the door. Forged people would be the very thing. One of the people I made wasn't actually there until after the crime has been committed, of course. And the criminal would know that, so it wouldn't make any difference. There was a possibility of a rather ingenious trap, was there, was it not? Trap. Is that what she did it? Is that why you kept the secret, Susie? You never mentioned you made it people to anyone, not even the police. I know. I know what I was doing at the time was wrong. Criminal offense even. That's why I decided to confide in Mr. Sholmes. Mr. Naruto was completely backed in the corner with no other means of escape. The truth of the people could save him, that was my plan. She really does think of everything. But then... why didn't you just tell me everything before the trial began? My dear fellow, you're not thinking straight, yeah, he's thinking gay or something. If you had done that, I would have rendered you complicit in the whole escapade. You could have been disbarred if I had knowingly tampered with the crime scene. So Mrs. Sato decided to shoulder the burden of responsibility alone. For the sake of you and Mrs. Strahd, Mrs. Sato, truth, I did it. When it happened, I did it because I lost a little of my faith in the law. Oh. I was worried that the right person would be convicted of the crime. But the moment I allowed myself to think that, is the moment I lost my right to call myself a judicial assistant. What you did isn't compared to what he did. Gordon is the one who lied on the witness stand, using the people as a way to implicate Gina. And besides, the people inconsistency hadn't existed. I'm not sure she would have been acquitted in the end. Mr. Sato, what you did saved Gina's life. Oh, with your kind words, Mr. Naruto, you saved me too from my regrets. I must be thankful for Mrs. Strahd's freedom has been assured. Yes, exactly. Although some loose ends in the trial still play on my mind, I'm sure. But the revelation that the music box contains secret messages, Mr. Naruto. What a triumph to work that all out. I'm full of admiration. Oh, actually, the argument wasn't actually compelling as I thought it was. Oh, it wasn't? There was a communications officer among the jury members, you see. A telegraph operator. She said that the majority of tones on the disc were just meaningless tones. As one would expect. After all, we are talking about secret government communications. No doubt they were really written in cipher to avoid readily being understood should have been intercepted. Oh, she didn't miss a boat. It got delayed because of the weather. In Sulfur, I see. So we could have never hoped to understand the message anyway. Nonsense, my dear fellow. It's quite a zero-pipe problem, I assure you. Sogi? What? That can't be a real word, can it? How funny. Iris, what did you just say? I just said a sogi. What? Wait, Kazuma? Does that word mean something to you? Mean something? Sogi was the name of my best friend. What? How? How did you know that name, Iris? I wrote it down during the message before, when the message was playing on the music box. You transcribed on the fly. She really is a genius. I thought I wouldn't be right now playing most of us. I tried on various methods to solve it. Wherever I tried, the words just didn't seem to make any sense. It is in English at least. It was Japanese Morse code. Oh. It's all occurred to me, you see. There's more than one Morse code, not just the English variety. Various countries around the world have altered and added the Morse code to use it in their own language. I'll believe it. Are you saying? That's right. I've only actually seen the chart of Japanese Morse code once before. But I think it's based on the Iroha pentagram, isn't it? How does she know this? She's 10 years old. She must have a didactic memory or something. That's crazy. I used to say the Japanese Morse code. The message is a sogi. Yes, I think so. Sorry, but I don't remember all of Japanese Morse code. Iris, would you let me see that? Mr. Sato, do you know it? Do you know Japanese Morse code? Yes, I spent some time studying it. Because I'm quite sure Morse code will ever be important for international communications. I recommend, my dear madam, that you focus your efforts on the English version. Be that as it may. Alright, show me the message, please. Of course. What does it say? What does it say? But what could this possibly mean? Whatever is in the long sequence of supposedly meaningless dots and dashes. It's made the color drain from Susato's face. There's no doubt that this message is written in Japanese Morse code. So the British Empire has been using Japanese for secret communications. I don't understand the reason why, but the message appears to be a list of 4 people's names. 4 names. First is Keiya Sogi. Kazuma Sogi. Wow, what's his name on the disc? The second is Aishin. Aishin, I don't recognize that name. The third is T. Gregson. Gregson. Oh man, Gregson. Gregson. I see that Tobias Gregson is the third man on the list. Oh, what's his name, Doran? A secret government communication as well. Who's Asian? And the last name. What's the matter, Mr. Sato? This is so strange, so unexpected. Oh, what is it, Susie? Don't keep us in suspense. It's Naruhodo. His name is Jay Wilson. Uh-oh. Mr. Wilson. What? Wilson. John H. Wilson, you mean Daddy? Oh, it says Jay Wilson. So I'm afraid I can't be sure. And after 4 names, or is if I translate for Japanese, that is all 4 of 4 people. 3 must pay the price. And that's the end of the message, or rather, the end of what you noted down, Iris. I just can't believe it. Whoever thought that there was discontinued Japanese Morse code. Not to mention the strange list of several familiar names. But this particular message is a communication of some kind between Great Britain and the Empire of Japan. So that could be in Japan then, where Suzy and Runo come from. Uh-oh. Oh well, no, it's not very likely, really, is it? There are thousands of people with the surname Wilson, and there must be lots of G's among them. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Professor John H. Wilson, visiting professor of medicine at the Imperial Yume University. We can't tell Iris about that. We just can't. So strange. Somehow in the case of Mr. Windy May's murder today. I feel like I rode back a boulder in the mouth of a very dark cave. I do wonder if perhaps it's a dark cave that we shouldn't go wandering inside. Oh dear, the ship is going to set sail soon. Yes, it seems so. I'll sail on this steamship first to the port of Dunkirk in France. Dunkirk. Then I'll change for a larger passenger vessel bound for Japan. Really going then, Susie. We should save passage, Miss Susato. Thank you so much. I wish you all the very best. Miss Susato, I hope you are always at my side to guide me and support me. Mr. Naruhodo, please come back soon. As far as I'm concerned, you really are the very best judicial assistant in the world. She still doesn't tell us how she found out the Baskerville story. How does she know the name of the story? Quite sure I'll be back before you know it. Really, Susie? Don't forget, Iris, I made you a promise that we have to fulfill. Promise about your manuscript. Oh yes, how the Baskervilles. I'll be waiting for you then, Susie. A promise is a promise. Definitely Aris. Mr. Naruto, yes. Remember the first time we met? Yes, of course, we were in court. No, we met in the courtroom, man. This is very up when I was dragged off in the wardrobe half asleep. If I remember rightly, you threw me halfway across the cabin when the Susato kicked down. You know that very well I'm talking about after that. It's strange though, somehow being thrown together as we were in that case. I somehow felt straight away. That you're the perfect person to continue Kazuma-sama's great legacy. It's just out though. My instincts were right. I really want to believe, no, I'm sure that I'll be back soon. Farewell until then. Oh, it's a cutscene.
Somehow we seem to have come to the end of the adventures of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Or the first volume, at least. Looking back now, it feels as though fate has led me on this journey.
Oh, wait, Wakahai is there. Look at Wakahai.
Fate led me to becoming a lawyer, to traveling halfway around the world, to meeting the great detective.
We couldn't hear you,
I'm sure
you're
there'll
too
be
far
trials
away.
and tribulations ahead. Of course there will.
Yo, trials and tribulations mentioned?
But whatever happens, I know I'll be able to turn my fortunes around.
Scott is
After all,
Stradivarius.
I have the greatest friends in the world on my side.
I gotta be honest though, was someone rigging the jury for Naruhodo? How did that happen? That we had a communications officer, a ballistics expert, a doctor that worked on Mr. Sholmes, all in one jury. Oh yes, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, Mr. Sholmes, I have something rather awkward news. The railway company has decided to over the special express train apparently. Huh? You got sued? Caused such a commotion on the line, all the other trains had to wait at the stations. But really, we would never have made it in time over otherwise. Anyway, explain everything. And how it was all your fault. Huh? I believe a formal complaint should be delivered to your office tomorrow. It's gonna end with huh? Objection. But not to worry, my dear fellow. According to Mr. Sato, you love defending yourself in court. Huh? It's alright, I'm happy, perfectly happy to testify. He didn't really look like the sort of man who would do something so outrageous. See? Mrs. Sholmes. Yes? A word, if you don't mind. Certainly, any word you like. Spell it out, my dear fellow. Oh yes, I love Runa's verse. I know just the one you use here. Objection. That I really must say. Hogman. Also, that was like 2 hours of content. I'm glad we ended early. I would not have finished that before like too late. In the following weeks, hundreds of music boxes arrived at Baker Street from all over Europe. Something was afoot. Though it transpired, I had ordered them all myself. Our advertising on sale was used by Mr. Sholmes to solve an important case. All the money I've earned, consulting a diverse case of opinions and conscience. I haven't slept a wink. The manuscript is due tomorrow now. When I'm this busy, Hurley usually cooks me breakfast. Well, cooks is an overstatement. For some dry toast and insipid coffee. I do miss eating a lovely Japanese breakfast. Oh, ouchie! What is your testimony? It's riddled with contradictions. Exactly. Rarely do the rare compound coins hide under rare states themselves. I don't know, sir. Knows about father's innocent men. Oh, this guy, Hosinaga. I was delivered the Russian dancer shore to Shanghai. I lay low in the steamship for a while, but last night I apprehended the most suspicious Japanese national on board. Soseki. A man brings some kittens on board and suddenly he's a hardened criminal. It's so not fair. Wait, Waga had kittens? It's a weird kitten and kittens, huh? Scientific investigation will be gold standard for policing in the new age. I dreamed of a world governed by the tenets of order and discipline. Like a great clock, in fact, whose hundreds of parts mesh together in unison. Now, if you excuse me, I have 2 minutes and 37 seconds till my next appointment. Was that the next docket? Live and More Ace Attorney. This is the first of 2 games on this game. This Friends magazine is out, and I'm in it again. Whenever I see that one line she wrote now, I get a standing ovation. Want to hear it? Not bad, I suppose, for an amateur. Relationship puts me to shame. Oh, Gary, I've been visiting the old girl on a daily basis, of course, joining my old jailbird. I must say, battling with this monster every day has been rough. Manager in the housework too. Got a maid business taped up. Hopefully people don't realize the man in the house is his own maid. Oh, these guys, I forgot about that. My Will is back on the beat again, all thanks to the Reaper. Nothing more enjoyable than hunting small change in the gutter. I'm a better Bobby now, looking out for Londoners. Gotta drop pennies for me and my lovely wife. Picking up pennies. Why is Gina in jail? Looks like I'll be doing time for a bit now. Ours comes by every day for an hour, so it's too boring. So what's going on about the case Jones is in? Criminal investigations are kind of interesting when you get into them. Yeah, she's in jail for perjury, I guess, or pickpocketing. Gordon is still alive. It's a Rasma operating chose the life of sophisticated. Regrets, please. Give over, bruv. That isn't Ash we used to know. Time when to come back on Milverton's. Very musky what's-its looking in the neighborhood for all it's worth. Shouldn't this man be like executed or something? He killed 2 people. Past 6 months have been a time I shall remember forevermore. Playful goodbyes and wonderful encounters. I've come to realize what life is about. Naruto sign, I promise. Sister will return to you one day, but for now, I'll leave you with many memories and a heartfelt wish that life will treat you well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's getting capital punishment. I don't know why he's like talking about redemption or whatever. Oh, look at the cheek squish on him. Oh, Kazuma. A walk down memory lane, perhaps. Oh, this is the first trial. Don't tell me Kazuma disappears halfway through the walking. And it's Professor Ouchie, Ouchie. Play as the other guy in another game. Who? Kazuma? No. Kazuma dies in this one. Will I rank this? I think it was pretty good. This is the first time I met her. I don't know why they said the first time we met was on the Steam ship. That was not the first time we met. I liked it a lot. I think it was pretty good. Money. Thank you for following. Thank you. I feel like the story is a bit stronger than the earlier. Oh, he does stop. No, man. Kazuma, no. He stopped walking. Kazuma, no. He's by himself. Someone save Naruto. Oh. Just ask what that sign is here. He just got the sword. Oh, now he's got the sword. Sorry, I'm covering him with my head. He's got the sword. I just thought I was following behind. The bobbies. Yo, it's ladies first. I don't remember the other guy's name. Oh, it's McGilden. Sholmes bailiff. I don't think that was Sholmes bailiff. Hey, it is Sholmes. We should have met him earlier though in the store. He was on the ship. I don't know why he's appearing here first. And now Sholmes is following us. There's Gregson. Oh, there's a Gary Dubs. And Soseki. Oh, Wagahai. Even Wagahai is here. There's Iris. Is Wagahai gonna follow? No, Wagahai is just gonna sit there. What about Iris? Is she gonna follow? Okay, Iris is following. You put that foot down as a background. How about you, Ventix? Are you gonna follow us? No, I'm guessing not. There's Gina. I don't think she's gonna follow us either. Wait, they have a music box company? So they interviewed the music box company to learn about music boxes. That's funny. They had to get the music boxes right. Gotta pose for the camera. Of course it ended with whatchamacallit, the spectacular detective speculation or whatever. A fin. Ah, Kazuma. Why is Rudiski's hairline so chopped here? Why is it so chopped in that one? Should we start the second game? What do you guys think? Should we start it or should we wait for a different stream? We should start it. I just want to see what happens, you know? It's like adventure. Oh, the music is completely different. Where is the dream to resolve? Let's just take a peek. I got a little whatchamacallit, a little cliffhanger for you guys. Did her father die?
Standing here in the bright sunshine, looking out over the vast ocean. Those days in London seem like a dream. But I do
Her
miss my
father
time in
died?
England's vast capital. You know, he's flourished into a truly wonderful lawyer. I've no doubt that at this very moment, he's fighting some noble cause in court.
He's fighting for the express train ticket that he got.
Forgive me for taking so long to come to visit you. My life has been such a whirlwind since I returned. And no one could have predicted what has happened. Just 2 months after arriving home.
find myself faced with an awful crime. What? It's her again. No way she's
So
back.
I came here today to ask something of you. Tomorrow, I shall be standing in court. For the only time in my life. As a lawyer.
As a lawyer, what? We're playing as her instead? Oh,
So please,
never mind. She
I ask
didn't
for your
kill
guidance.
someone. She's the one who got murdered.
Kazuma-sama.
Wait, that's Kazuma's grave? Okay. Her father didn't die. I guess it's good. Adventure of the Blossoming Attorney. August 13th. Supreme Judiciary of the Defendant's Antechamber. Oh, we're facing against Ouchie again. I bet we're facing against Ouchie again. Here I am after 9 months, the Supreme Court of Judiciary in Japan. I'm so nervous, but I should steal my nerves and find a way to compose myself. Oh, your father is fine. Good, good. You're here. It doesn't do for a lawyer to be late. Oh yes, good morning, sir. I recognize you. Quite a fine figure, counsel. You look as white as a sheet, and those white eyes aren't doing any favors either. Oh dear. With this, I'm so incredibly nervous. I feel utterly nauseated. I wish we should have never been born. What the heck? Goodness, not a sort of thing a father hopes to hear from his daughter, I must say. Eugene Mikotoba, Professor of Medicine at Imperial Yume University. Hello, Generic. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Michael earlier in his life traveled to Great Britain to study the latest advances in forensic medical assistance. Wait, this guy went to Britain? Could it be this guy's the guy who betrayed... what's his face? Of course, my brilliant father. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I correct in thinking that you'll be my lawyer in court today. Oh, yes. That's right, miss. Oh, I wanted to thank you for agreeing to represent me. I'm doing well. I swear I'm alive. It's a complete fabrication, the whole thing. Ray Mambami, born the same year as I, and my greatest friend. Though unusual for a woman in our time, she works at a university research laboratory helping my father. Tell her she's a defendant in today's trial, so she doesn't even realize we're her best friend. Accused of committing a truly awful murder. Are you feeling alright? Since we started talking, it seemed to become a little flush. Oh my, well, it's just that... you look so gallant and dashing. Sorry? When I fall under your intense gaze, it makes me feel rather bashful. What's going on here? What's going on here? Is this Yuri or is this like... not Yuri because she doesn't know it's your best friend? Goodness, I don't think she knows. Maybe she does know. She doesn't realize who I am. Maybe she does know. Ah ha ha ha, it would seem my little plan for this trial is going to work. Oh, what do you mean, Professor Mikotoba? If even your best friend can see through the disguise, I think we can relax. Disguise? Okay, so I've never tried dressing this way before, of course. I wasn't sure how convincing it would be. But this does make me feel a little bit relieved. Are you to see, Father? Father? What? Is that you, Susato? I'm so sorry to see something sooner, Ray. It's just that, no! What are you doing? What's going on? What? That varsity uniform, that varsity cap, that varsity cape, the varsity badge. Look at you. You look, for all the world, just like a student in the Imperial Yume University, a male student. I'm so glad you think so. It means all my preparations have been worthwhile. I woke up 4 in the morning to make a start. But I don't understand. Why you're dressed like that? Well, you see... It was the only way. The only way she would be printed into Supreme Court to take her defense on this trial. My defense? Oh, women are not allowed. Never in my life have I been so frustrated to be born into this body. Courts in Japan are barred to women. We're not even allowed to step foot in the courtroom. Despite the fact that laws in the land apply to all people, male and female alike. But women are forbidden. Just for today, I'll be leaving my true self in the courtroom door. So I can act as your lawyer. Secret lawyer. Oh, Susato, you'll go such things for me? Of course, you're my greatest friend. I swear I shan't be the lawyer you deserve. Oh no, I have complete faith in you. Ray. It's so strange though. I mean, you're such an accomplished judicial assistant already. Yeah, just said because you're a woman. What a wretched reason. I mean, why shouldn't you be allowed in court? You're so gallant and dashing. Alright. Please don't look at me like that with those flushed cheeks and doting eyes. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just... You really do look so dashing. I know what you are. Yes, you mentioned that once or twice. You should be pleased. It means you look convincing as a man. I am pleased, I think. This will help bolster my confidence for today. Right. Imagine you put on bird facing on this, but I can see right through it. Notice how your shoulders or something, how you're trembling ever so slightly. Susato, you do believe me, don't you? I didn't do it. I couldn't have. I mean, murder. Of course. Nothing to worry about. Conscience is perfectly clean. Isn't that right? Yes, it is. Perfectly clean. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind about your innocence. Which is why I stand by you to the bitter end in this trial. Whatever happens, I'll always be on your side. Because that's what it means to be a defense lawyer. That means so much to me, Susato. Defendant, counsel. Court is about to begin. You may proceed to the courtroom at once. You should go in there at once, Ray. If you're late, the judge won't hesitate to pronounce you guilty. Oh. Stand aside. I don't think I've ever seen her run so fast. Oh, Susato, you're certainly surprised your father. Wanted such thing to be admitted to the courtroom with no prior experience of being a lawyer. Simply no other way. That's all there is to it. Father? Haven't told her, have you? I mean, I'm assuming Ray doesn't know how it came to this. It's quite right. Cut the information from her. It would only worry her if we found out no other lawyer would agree to take her case. I don't want to bear her burden then. Is it true the reason why other lawyer didn't take the case? It's really because of who the victim was. Yeah, Goose Lady from the first game. She'll be making a move now too. As you know, always in my field, I do what I can to support my student. Thank you, Father. I'm Susato Mikotoba, a judicial assistant. 8 months ago, I accompanied a student of law on a study trip to Great Britain. 4 months ago, due to unforeseen circumstances, I found myself back in Japan. How many times I wish that he were here, I wonder. Still, I have no choice but to steel myself for the trial ahead. What the puffball thing he's wearing? Isn't it called like a haori or something? Oh, I guess that's the garment. Wish me luck, Naruto-san. Are we going to see what she looks like when you're cross-dressed? I would see the Japanese judge again. Court is now in session for the first trial of Ray Mambani. Oh, his hair is down now. Prosecution is ready to proceed, Your Excellency. Defense counsel, are you ready? Yes, Your Excellency, we are ready. Ready? Looks like she heard those wide eyes from Naruhodo. Ah yes, counsel. According to your registration details, your name is Ryotaro Naruhodo. Is that correct? Your name is Ryotaro? Sorry? Alright, yes, that is I think I'm a suitable male name for you in this little venture. So I'm afraid I put this first name that's front of mind. The first name is front of mind is a very close name to Ryonosuke. Hello, counsel? Ah, yes, that's right. That's me. Yes, I'm Ryotaro. He was vowed to uphold the pride of the great Naruhodo clan. Ah. Seems the Ryotaro must consider first how to oppose manly act first and not overdo it. And his wild eyes aren't doing you any favors either. Just relax and listen. Naruhodo. First face in the courtroom, if I'm not mistaken. But the name Naruhodo, without perchance be, and maybe think of Runesuke Naruto currently in Britain as a part of the study program. This is his cousin. That's right, we're trying to study in the provinces. I was called to the capital for this trial. I assure you in matters of law, his knowledge rivals of any Tokyo's preeminent lawyers. Any of them. Tut tut tut, what a pitiful situation. Haven't been rejected by every lawyer in the capital. Who says to call in a country boy? How dare you? Susato is every bit as gallant dash as any of her Kukyo attorneys. I won't have you making fun of her. Her? Oh, I mean, please be careful, Ray. Chahaha, what an unrefined tomboy we have here. Wonder if your gallant dashing lord is up to the challenge of defending you. Her wise, skittish eyes suggest that he is not. Oh, I'm so nervous. I don't see any issues. I'm starting to understand what Naruto-san goes through. Like or not, his eyes won't flick. Her eyes are just darting across the room. Case come heard on the stage is a matter of great significance or international interest. In fact, we reasonably assume that the outcome of this trial may very well affect the future of our empire. Just like the trial of 9 months ago. Therefore, proceedings in such importance have unknown Yoko by the dock, dear me. Perhaps this would be an appropriate moment for me to assist the defense. Determine whether you are sufficiently competent to practice in this courtroom. 9 months ago, when a certain other Naruto studied where you're standing now. His eyes. His judge tested him as well. Even though he was just a student at the time, not even of law, he passed the test with flying colors. I like how the test is, oh, do you know who died? Do you know what the cause of death was? For a trained and experienced judicial assistant like you, this should be easy. So, counsel, you consent to answer some simple questions. Alright, it's time to prove myself. She even does a face slap thing. Yes, Your Excellency. But please make them simple. Very well, to start with. You must first see the name of the victim. Oh, that was simple. Couldn't forget if I tried. Who was the name again? I'll remember. What's the matter? Now that I'm standing in his shoes, I'm trying to understand something else Naruto-san goes through. How could not minds are want to blank? It's not surprising, really. It's your first time in this position and in that guise. Given a bright sparkle, you respond to flicker and falter under these circumstances. Oh dear, this is a dismal failure. No fret, you only need to use the knowledge you've gained as a judicial assistant to overcome the problem. Of course, the court record. I can't open it. It's all the information about the case in the court record. That's right, just press E. You flip to the people section with E. It don't take too long to do it. Your Excellency is watching very closely. Alright, check the court record with E. As for the information I will need. Oh, Giselle Bright, that's her name. Extreme meiosis, pupil constriction was observed in both victims' eyes. A single deep stab of pine piercing a line resulting in a fatal hemorrhage. Swan Hut woman. She's found guilty of murdering Dr. John Wilson. Wayne Council. What's the name of the victim in this case?
Yes!
Oh, you're doing the hand racing too. The name of the victim who lost her life in this case is Miss Giselle Brett. Giselle Brett. A name that we'll never forget in the courtroom of our country, I'm sure. Correct. If you're a member of our Empire Judiciary, you will be aware of the significance of that name. So, let me pose another simple question. As you know, Miss Bell is a visiting student from the Empire of Great Britain. Why then is her name indelibly associated with our own Empire judicial history? Obviously, you will have forgotten the case from 9 months ago. Well, it's proven hard to recall and find the points. Everything you need is in the court record. Obviously, I still remember. That was the start of everything. So Brett, behind the woman student persona was the face of a killer, Queen Victoria.
Yes!
How months ago, a visiting professor of medicine at the Yume University was killed. Culprit was Giselle Brett. Yes, she was a killer. At the time, our country had just signed a new treaty with the Empire of Great Britain. In the midst of this delicate diplomatic situation that the incident occurred. Englishman Dr. John H. Watson was shot dead. If he was an associate of yours, Professor Mikotoba. She tried to frame Runo. I was indebted to that man. He'd been my mentor ever since we went to London to study forensic medicine. Indeed, it was I who invited him to Japan as a visiting professor at the university. Actually, the murder of an Englishman on our soil was a matter the government wished to resolve rapidly. It was, while a secret trial was conducted here in the Supreme Court. Still of Yume University was arrested on suspicion of murder. Second-year English language student by the name of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. With the help of his best friend, a student lawyer, he conducted his own defense. Suppose a despicable crime committed by Miss Giselle Brett. Why did she kill him again? I don't remember. Did we ever find out why she killed him? Despite eventually admitting to her crime. However, a question about the motive that drove her to take Dr. Wilson's life. She gave no satisfactory answer before the trial reached its conclusion. Alright, we didn't know. Well, after the trial, the British government brought its consular jurisdiction into play. We are unable to sentence Miss Brett according to our empire's laws. It was decided that she be removed to Shanghai, China instead. Why Shanghai? There's a British consular court there. Then why is she back in Japan? Correct, I oversaw the negotiations personally. The date of her teacher, our transfer to Shanghai was finally decided upon only last week. All that was remained. Oh, so she didn't leave for 9 months. All of my Empire's obligation was to see the woman safely aboard the steamship. And the very day before departure, the English woman was killed. Only the day before. I will do. I'm satisfied with the counsel for the defense is sufficiently capable of representing the defendant. Oh. Thank you, Your Excellency. Over the first hurdle. Summarize the incident, if you please. Prosecutor Ouchie. As is your wish, Your Excellency. Appalling crime took place in the 11th of August in broad daylight. Outskirts of the Imperial Capital under a bright blue sky and a secure bathing spot by the sea. An incident occurred inside a small beach hut erected for bathers to rest and change their clothes. Cause of death was a single stab wound in the posterior abdomen that pierced the victim's lung. An injury which proved fatal. Do you think she killed herself, I wonder? Two persons alone together in the beach hut at the time of the victim's death. Miss Brett in her bathing attire. And the accused Red Mambani. Currently, there could be no doubt of the accused's guilt, especially considering she had a powerful motive. Police arrived rapidly at the scene and promptly arrested the young lady. What's the motive? Well, a extraordinary description of events leaves me somewhat lost for words, I must say. Certainly true, the prosecution's summary was full of words that raised an awful lot of questions. As a lawyer, I really ought to pick up the prosecution counsel on what he said. Powerful motive. You're clearly exaggerating. A powerful motive is a blatant overstatement. His Yoko boy is in long words he doesn't fully understand. I beg your pardon. No matter, let's put Cruz to the queue, shall we? Oh, Haku, welcome. Body-san, you're a research assistant at the Imperial Yume University, I believe. Yes, I am. I'm working with Professor Michikotoba in the laboratory at the moment. I could confirm that. The defendant is a strong, excellent assistant with a strong sense of responsibility. Fascinating to hear. Now another question. Prior to the work of Professor Mikotoba, who's this jury assisting then? Oh, well, I was sitting under John H. Wilson. Dr. Wilson? A visiting English professor was murdered by Miss Brett 9 months ago. Why is that a motive? You killed my teacher, prepared to die? Accused, deep-sea respect for former mentor Dr. Wilson. Is that not true? Yes, Dr. Wilson was a wonderful man. Interesting. And tell the court what deep-seated feelings you had towards the English woman who killed him. Well, obviously has been hatred for Shitan, a powerful hatred. Oh no, Red, be careful what you're saying. Don't say that in court. Motive is revenge, plain and simple, Your Excellency. I was clearly a trap all along. How wicked of me to use Ray's undying respect for her former mentor against her like that. I must find out more details, something we can use to bolster her defense. As a lawyer, I really ought to pick up on what he said. Being alone together? Mbani-san. So this is, Nahodo-san? I'm really starting to wish we made my alias Ryotaro Susato. Please tell the court exactly why you're present in the bathing spot. The victim in the first place. Why are you alone with her? Oh no, that's not true. It wasn't like that at all. There were other people present. The detective who was guarding Miss Breath for starters. I was just asked to accompany Miss Brett as a companion, that's all. Okay, so the detective did it then, I'm guessing. But let's be clear. At the moment of her death, you were alone together with the victim in the hut, you and no one else. With this, there's only one reason why this young woman accompanied Miss Brett on her bathing sojourn. Secure's last chance to take the victim's life. No. Because, as we know, one day we'll see Miss Brett extradited to the British authorities in Shanghai. Cruz would never have the opportunity to dispatch her again. Kindly refrain from conjecture, counsel. Sure. Prosecution counsel seems to be enjoying using provocative tricks like that. For us now, we need to assemble more facts. Try not to let them hold you. Oh dear, this is really terrifying, but Father's right, we need more information. As a lawyer, I really ought to pick up. Okay, we read that before. 5 minutes, Prosecutor Aoshi. What do you want, you fresh-faced young Yoko student? Lawyer, could you explain please? You mentioned a bathing spot. My apologies, clear Mandarin has confused the poor old country bumpkin's simple mind. This was the very latest trend in health practices from the West. We're told that bathing in the water of the ocean is curative, therapeutic, and excellent for the skins. But that's not what I meant. I was referring to the fact that Miss Brett, who had, in all intents and purposes, had been found guilty of murder. All a known criminal had been relaxing by the sea. For our time's sake, I believe. What? Sorry? This was to depart for Shanghai the following day. Our final wish, as it were, is to enjoy a day in our country's wonderful coast. British Embassy put extreme pressure on our government to comply. But on what grounds would we agree to such a request? As usual, our government is unable to stand up to foreign powers. Matters of diplomacy, it seems that we don't even have the courage to decline the whims of a known criminal. Don't look at me, Professor. It was the government who granted permission, not I. In that case, if decided that dedicate detective on duty, nothing could go wrong. In fact, the murder took place. I said, don't look at me. It was that young student girl who did it, not I. Always prove that yet. I wouldn't provoke that man if you don't need to. I believe I have a clear picture of the incident now. Despite her guilt being determined 9 months ago, Spread managed to avoid incarceration, so I continued her research work at the university. Obviously, over that period, she and Ray would have encountered each other a number of occasions. Seeing the murder of her mentor, who she had great respect for, enjoying such undeserved liberty. As the other was so untempered until Miss Bright's expedition to Shanghai. Could hardly blame Ray for her feelings of anger and resentment. Poor Ray. So, Your Excellency, if you would be so kind to peruse this exhibit. Photographic furnishes the control of the crime, scene of the crime, immediately after the grim incident. Thank you, Kanzo. Tragic image. Oh, you can clearly see there was nowhere in the hut that anyone could have hidden. Yeah, but there's a gap in the hut, or right there. There's a suspicious gap right there. So if she was like sitting in that chair, and someone happened to be around the back of the hut with a knife, could barely see that she got stabbed there. Court would now accept this photographic print as evidence. I said then that the victim and the family were alone in the beach hut at the time. This is deeply troubling, I must say. Finger of guilt points firmly at the defendant. Well, Your Excellency, naturally the prosecution has much more to say into its case. Kento proved his appalling actions beyond all possible contention. To that end, I can confirm that we have multiple witnesses to the crime and damning evidence. Witnesses? But who? One of whom, I might add, is a highly respected police detective. I assure you, the testimony of the witness leaves no room for doubt. Very well then, Counsel, bring for your witnesses. I, Takatsuchi Aochi, have been waiting for this moment. Sorry? Oh yes, I haven't forgotten that trial 9 months ago, here in this weird courthouse. When that irreverent student boy utterly humiliated me. So your hair was still up. Uroski Naruhodo. Oh yes? So the Aochi family name will never be forgotten. You can see it with age, Hanzo. The old have the same desire to make way for the young. It's the way of the world, man. You never forget that. He's the one who cut it. Rest in peace is Chomage. You're at the height of a samurai whose top knot has been cut, and the bell of cultural alignment tolls. Yes, on that fateful day, my former self died. So have you all made restoration? Are you modernizing as well, Council? Silence. Since I still revenge back then, there has been a minor miracle atop my head. Observe the ouchie growth. See the seed of hope sprouting from the barren experience of my crown. I think that tiny girl is trying to tell me something. That's what I know it's gonna look like when he comes back from his 3-week vacation. I'm afraid I can't really see. Where is the hope exactly? I said silence. Should I face now Yoko student from the Naruhodo clan? Well, I will vanquish you. And my victory with fertilizer for the seed of hope atop my head. You have been warned. What the prosecution caused the witnesses to stand. Said the stakes are high on both sides of the trial. Prosecution and defense each have much to lose. Yurika is hardly comparable to Ray's life. Oh my god, it's them again. Witness, first say your name and occupation for the court. It's Hosonaga and also Soseki-san. Professor Satoru Hosonaga, Imperial Police Bureau. I'm in disguise, so obviously I can't go undetected. I am, next big thing in books. Author renowned throughout the capital, in fact. Yes. Soon to be sold out. The satirical Amakat, the sensational success, Soseki Natsume. Who is that guy behind you? Oh my goodness. Trouble student from the provinces, please, you need not be weary of being awe of me. I didn't? So unnatural that you feel nervous in my presence. All of you, please relax. Call me Soseki even. Yes. What on earth is Soseki doing here? Be careful, Susato. Author fellow knows you from your time in London, doesn't he? To expose you for who you are, this will be over before it's begun. Yes, of course, I know. Since Soseki-san would have forgotten about me, I could certainly never forget him. Well, he seems to change somewhat in 6 months or so since the last time I've seen him. As far as for the Hosonaga, that amazing outfit is hard to believe. Do I have something on my face? Well, your glasses for one. Although they don't seem to be helping you see. Thank goodness he hasn't recognized me either. I suppose it's a disguise, is it? I thought appearing here in the clothes I was wearing at the time would make for a more faithful testimony. My guardian prison would carry all testimonies flawlessly. Well... I can appreciate why Imperial Police Bureau detective might have been present. What businesses writers such as yourself have at the scene, Soseki-san? Oh well, you see... I'm asked on the day to give a lecture. And the more of this in Imperial University, a Grand Lecture Hall, no less. At Yuma University. After the lecture, I had a very pleasant conversation with the research from the Medical Science Department. Professor over there, in fact, was Professor Mikotoba. That's right, it was arranged in one of the newspapers. I want some stories about 2 other former students who studied in Great Britain. First being a renowned author, the press never leaves me alone. Secretly spies, snapshots, scribble stories, and scupper my privacy. You see, the conversation was written up in the newspaper here. We're at your leisure, my provincial struggling student friend. I have plenty of copies. Thank you very much. You probably threw that paper at me. Soseki Natsume article. Anyway, I followed my interview with the professor. During the question period, made a very unexpected announcement. I should like to go with everyone to see your country's coast. Those were your words. As I explained before, Miss Brown's never been taken into custody. Alright, what secret is on this thing? Oh, it's Wagaha's kid. Also, the camera is cracked. Tutors work in my laboratory on strict surveillance, of course. I wish Iron Seal University made contact with the government to seek guidance. Once was permit business spread to go, as long as it fit if the company's her. That detective I'm at liberty to divulge was me, Chief Inspector Satoru Kusunaga. Thereby the entire party departed cordially for the seaside, it seems. Extremely challenging to clear out the other members of the public from the vicinity of the beach. Fortunately, I'm at peak physical fitness at the moment, so I was able to carry out my duty flawlessly. You're still bleeding, man. Oh my, it's back to you. Well, you have something on your face now. How unsightly, I do apologize. Tell me you went to the beach too, father? No, fortunately I had work to finish. Unfortunately, of course. It meant that, as my assistant Ray was invited to take my place. Alright, there, so... Hope you have a good rest of your day. First being a renowned offer, I didn't like to decline an invitation. But if only I never would have seen the awful side. Relentlessly rock with remorse and regret. Very well, I must ask you to permit your formal testimony to the court. Give an account of all you witnessed on your impromptu excursion to the coast. Of course, Your Excellency. Unlessly rocked by remorse and regret, I am. Talk like Yoda, you are. On the day of the incident, I was ordered on special surveillance assignment in this disguise. I just managed to catch the crab when I suddenly heard a caterwaul from behind me. I ran into the beach hall where I found the pair in question. Yes, a young girl astride Englishman, dagger in hand, as she stabbed wildly. Saw blood on blood. Proved to me that she stabbed the victim multiple times, but that's not true. It's just one single wound. Alright, I guess we could already present something. Dude, it appears that this testimony that both witnesses here to present saw it. Very moment of the scene is crime. What? Now, if you recall, the promised evidence as well. First, they're using oh yes, the damning evidence. What we have here, counsel? So-called fountain pen, was it? Correct, Your Excellency. I found the scene of crime when examining the body. Second and dire moments in the final ounce of strength. Victim clutched a piece of evidence or the positive identifier killer. What? Excellency, if you will cast your eyes over the photograph of print the crime scene once more. Oh, goodness me. As the victim's clear grasping deliberate in her hand. Try the fountain pen. I'll examine pen, Your Excellency. Owner's initials have been engraved in the ebonite barrel. R.M. Raymond Bonney. Wishes of the defendant. She really has the same animations, huh? Hid in the back while I'm falling. It's found film with admitted as evidence. So have I admitted anything? Besides the testimony damning evidence. There's a bright blue sky at the chorus today. Perfect way to describe guilt, I feel. I don't understand. The prosecutor argued from 9 months ago. Had none of this man's poise. Counsel for the defense, you may begin your cross-examination now. Naruhodo-san. Naruhodo? That means, oh yes, me. Is there not a Naruhodo in my courtroom? Actually, there isn't even a single Naruhodo in your courtroom. Cousin Yotaro, pull yourself together, please. Alright, I've seen countless times as a judicial assistant. Finding position in the witness testimonies to prove that they're lying somehow. So there's to it. That's how a real lawyer would handle a cross-examination. So let's see what I can do. I'm guessing we just go to the last one. Because there was only one single wound.
Objection!
We just skip right to the last one. Accusatory cry that welled up from deep with disarmament. I think I finally understand. Every time Kazuma-sama and Naruhodo-san have stood here on this bench, stakes are very high indeed. Oh, is this our own objection theme? What's the meaning of this menacing pose, counsel? I'll have the witness to clarify something for me. Who? What? Where? When? How? Not you, Suzuki-san. Query is directed at Inspector Hosonaga. At me. Your statement just now said that the victim was stabbed multiple times. Yes, that's right. He said that when he entered the hut. I was already standing over the victim, bloody knife in hand, like a murderous demon. And yet that cannot be. What? Get to the point, please, counsel. Post-mortem report clearly states that the victim was stabbed one time only. Ah. They still have the same cough. Other words, Inspector Hosanaga's testimony clearly flawed. Oh, it is hers. It's her theme, but also an objection theme. Isoseki-san. Me. Come to see the Mambani-san throws of stabbing the victim. Yes, I did. Wildly. Both of you and Inspector confirmed the same point. There's already blood on the knife we saw the defendant was holding. Yes, and quite simple. Another murder weapon was used to stab victim only once, therefore there's no way that there could have been blood on a knife if that single stab hadn't already occurred. True. And what's your contention, Counsel? Are you ever going to tell us? Yes, Your Excellency. There's only one logical conclusion. Tokiseki-san was not affected the moment that the defense stabbed the victim at all. The moment the defense, in fact, withdrew the blade from the victim's body. That could be. It does shake like crazy. Excellent work, Susato. Exploded them with that objection and then proceeded to pull them apart systematically. Shahaha. Oh well, this takes me back. I seem to remember causing series scene much like this from the trial 9 months ago. Halfway the trial with a half-baked objection intended to steal the show. Right, there were certain similarities. Except that so-called half-witted child managed to outwit the prosecution, who only has half a head of hair. Wow, man. Slender! My head is quite adequately dressed. In case, all this talk of stabbing and withdrawing and multiple wounds. But it's not a job difference. What? Why not? Engage your brain, young man. Pierce first plunged a deadly weapon into the victim. That was the fatal blow. It was that moment that she had withdrawn, were ready for a next strike that the witness saw. F was already tainted with blood because the accused had already stabbed the victim. Ah. All you could have shown on your little display is that the mustache author is prone to moments of extravagance. I'm in agreement with the prosecution. The defendant was seen willing to blame at all. There's sufficient grounds for her actions to be with suspicion. But if she was withdrawing the blade, then we're back to where we started. Sorry? Consider this, young Yoko boy. If the girl student is innocent as you claim, then why did she pull the blade from the victim? With Demon's cold-blooded composure as too. Oh, but she would have died within minutes. Doesn't mean she died right away, though. So, like, I don't know. Prosecutor demands an explanation. I better be good. Why a real pull out the knife? Ah yes, going for the jugular. We even see that murder weapon. We didn't have it. What does his father mean by that? Let the court hear answer then, counsel. Truth is, I don't really know. I have to come up with a plausible reason here, or we won't have a case. The reason why the defendant put a knife out of her victim's vice just so she could save her life. So she could hide it. It's so funny. According to the post-mortem report, victim death was not instant. That's correct. It's not that she will have remained unconscious for a short while after sustaining an injury. He given her time to take hold of this piece of evidence that could indicate her killer. Point is, being a medical research assistant, Mabasa was compelled to act when she faced a wounded victim. Secretly, she pulled the blade out and attempted to save Miss Brett's life. No, if you were stabbed, you definitely do not take the blade out, right? You leave the blade in. Do you hear that, Your Excellency? It seems that it's the best we can expect from this yokel. Indeed. Oh, is it me or does it suddenly feel much cooler in here? Excellency, if I may. Speak, witness. I'd like another opportunity to testify. Back to the slipshod assertions just put forth by the Yoko Defense Council, I mean. Slipshod? Haha, an excellent idea, Inspector. Our young Yoko hopeful has a modicum of knowledge when it comes to law, it seems. But in matters of medicine, he appears to not an iota of common sense. Very well, Inspector. I shall permit your request. Testify before court in the subject of the defense counsel's assertion. Yes, sir. I will do so flawlessly. Forensic medicine primer. Pulling a blade from a wound without thinking could cause heavy bleeding. That's basic knowledge that any research assistant with any ounce of sense would know. In other words, there's no good reason why the defendant would try to pull the blade knife out of the victim. Let's not forget the youngster did have a motive for killing the victim. The man where the victim were 9 months ago, Dr. Wilson, the defendant's highly respected mentor. Is what you just said true, Inspector? Pulling a knife from wound really caused the wound to bleed heavily. Just think of the weapon itself as a stopper, knowing that presents excessive blood loss. Until the doctor is ready to provide proper treatment, that stopper should not be removed. The thing is, like, you see, not a lot of blood came out, so there's something wrong here. Oh, I see. This is why yokos should stay on the farm. Even a quack from some obscure mountain village should have some basic knowledge. No one's ever given someone a little poke with a knife and pulled it out knows it. You see, you've done that before? Oh, I've never stabbed anyone, you see. Hopefully a bullet out wouldn't so. Of course you haven't. I didn't bring you up to behave like a bandit. Father, is it true what they're telling me? Yes. Basically remedial knowledge from medics. But I've been aware of it. Yurika claims ignorance of such fundamentals that prove fatal in many ways. Then again, why would we have done it? If you have pulled a knife out in full knowledge, it would be fatal for Miss Brett. I don't know. Ray never mentioned anything about the knife to me. Seems almost impossible to believe, but would my friend actually have? Susato, yes, you gotta believe in your client. Put yourself together. Must lose out while we're here. Ah. Cause it's time for cross-examination. Oh yes, Your Excellency. However, I must warn you that if your cross-examination fails to identify an issue with established facts, I'll be moving to my adjudication immediately afterwards. I understand. Whether your clients are fine for the cause until the better end. I knew it would be hard, but I know it'd be a bit this hard. If I present this and it's wrong, I'm gonna take a breather.
Hold it!
Say doing without thinking could be a problem. Tell me if you use due care and attention, it'll be alright. I would have thought the knee's fine now, really, but it's like a stopper in the wound. Remove it and a serious hemorrhage will occur. In other words, the medical, you already need to pray for present before any attempt would be withdrawing the blade. Even without thinking it would be madness, you just can't do it. Oh well, thank you for such thorough explanation. Hey Council, you're out without thinking. There was always a bloodbath. But not a lot of blood came out.
Objection!
Okay, that's not right. Alright, well, I guess... there is no bloodbath. Alright, I'll leave you on this cliffhanger. Hopefully you enjoyed it. That was fun. Glad to see that in the game 1. Game 2 is special project going good. It is. We've got it should be soon, I think. No long stream, yeah. I gotta get some sleep or something. Didn't get too much last night. You guys shift? Yeah, I got shift, so should be here soonish. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully I can get everything set up soon, so... Yeah, Oh, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Can't wait to finish game 2. Alright. We'll be leaving at that. Happy birthday. Is it always my birthday until the birthday stream that's like a month late? Alright. Okay, see you next time. Oh, thanks for joining the membership, Flores. Thank you. Alright then. Good night. Start a month late, it's always my birthday. Yeah, it's just like I'm never late if I don't have a schedule, right?